In one survey, 56% of women said they wanted to lose weight to live longer. Yet the research on whether this will work is ambiguous. A recent review of almost 100 studies showed that people who have a BMI, body mass index, of 30 to 35, that's grade 1 obesity, are 5% less likely to succumb to the Grim Reaper than those who are lean. Of course, eating healthy food and doing sports are important for health and longevity, but not as important as we tend to think, and certainly moringa leaves are not required. It's a bit like with smoking and nutrition. Smoking a pack of cigarettes a day is so bad for you that it overshadows the best of diets. But that doesn't mean that non-smokers can rest on their laurels and stuff themselves with junk food. Apart from shunning tobacco, investing in a thriving social life might be the best thing you could do for your longevity. Consider the numbers. Studies show that building a strong support network of family and friends lowers mortality risk by about 45%. Exercise, on the other hand, can lower mortality risk by 23 to 33%. Eating 6 or more servings of vegetables and fruits per day, which is admittedly quite a lot, can cut mortality risk by roughly 26%. While following the Mediterranean diet, eating lots of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, replacing butter with olive oil, etc., 21%. Of course, such numbers should be taken with caution, coming as they do from studies with varying methodologies, which means they are not straightforward to compare, but they do reveal some important general trends. The Mediterranean diet has long been touted as the holy grail for those who want to live to 100. Just look at my current fellow countrymen, the French. Their average lifespan is over 4 years longer than that of Americans. The longest-lived human ever was French, too. Among Italians, those from Sardinia, a so-called longevity blue zone, are 20 times as likely as Americans to become centenarians. And so we put the Mediterranean diet under the microscope, analyzing how much cheese the French eat, why skipping breakfast doesn't kill them, and how many grams of fruits they eat each day, and how many of these come in the form of Cabernet. Yet the French don't obsess about the latest dietary fads as much as North Americans or British people do. Along the Seine, gluten doesn't seem to equal evil, and neither do carbohydrates. The French do obsess about their eating, just about a very different aspect of it. Consider my friend's family. For them, not sitting together for dinner, even if it's just an ordinary Monday dinner, is sacrilege. My friend will rush home from our yoga classes and will dash around a supermarket without paying attention to labels. Organic, who cares? Just to be on time for the daily dinner ritual. Among the French, 61% of those in their 30s and 40s eat dinner with their family, at the table, each and every day. Now compare that to the mere 24% of Americans that age who do so. And the American data doesn't even specify whether the surveyed people ate together at the table or while watching TV. What's more, the French, just like the Italians, love their apéro, or aperitivo for the Italians. You meet with friends, you drink, you snack. Sometimes you snack so much it's considered dinner and called apéro dînatoire. The French love of apéro is matched only by their love of outings to restaurants, often with the whole family in tow, from kids to grandparents and the family dog. I've even once seen a family bring their horse to a restaurant. It was summer, so they dined outdoors, thankfully. Maybe the life-prolonging aspect of the Mediterranean diet is not the amount of vegetables and olive oil it contains, but the way these foods are eaten, together with others. Maybe it's not what they eat, but how they eat. In recent years, science has begun to unveil how much our minds and bodies are intertwined. Technological advances in molecular biology and brain imaging techniques allow researchers to look deeper into the many links between our thoughts and emotions and our physiology. The vagus nerve, the social hormones oxytocin and serotonin, the stress axes, such as the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, all of these emerge as the reasons behind why friendships or kindness matter for longevity. Oxytocin, for example, has been linked with our social skills on one hand and with health on the other. It has anti-inflammatory properties, reduces pain,